Hello everyone, this is going to be another video of Starcraft 2. This time I'm going to be against a Zerg opponent on Metalopolis. And I picked this replay because I actually faced two strategies I've never faced before. They shouldn't be that uncommon. I guess I've just been lucky and I've never had to face them. So being a Metalopolis and a Zerg opponent, I'm on the fence now whether I want to do the quick expand or not. So basically I'm going to put up my supply depot and I'm going to start pooling resources. And then if I see the Overlord floating in this way, like where he has me located, I'm not going to do the quick expand. But if he doesn't find me, which he hasn't, then I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. There I go, plant my CC. And if you watch my previous videos, I've talked enough about this quick expand thing. I think it gives a really good economic edge, and it's fairly easily defendable. So a scout will be coming in pretty soon. But by that point, I should have had the planetary fortress on the way. CV transfer, fortress up. And there we go. At about the 5-minute mark in the game, I got the defense. Yeah, so he's getting a good look-see here since I have no barracks up. I have nothing to kill this Overlord with. And just continuing into my regular play, just getting a couple barracks. And I'll be adding more barracks and more supply and getting up that big bio ball that I like. I think I missed something there. Okay, so I did send in a scout. And when I got there was a Baneling nest. Now, I've actually read about this before, and this is supposed to be a pretty deadly strategy to a human. What they do is they run in Banelings, so they just bash in your front door, knock it open, and then come flooding in with speedlings or maybe roaches. And this will be devastating against me, because I'm going to have a lot less forces than the typical Terran. I'm very reliant on this fortress keeping me safe. So I try to make it a little bit tougher for him. I'm going to throw in like almost a front wall here. So he either has to burst through this wall or he's going to have to go all the way around. And if he goes all the way around, this fortress is going to put a good beating on him. And then the other thing I did is Marauders actually can take like 4 Baneling hits before they die. 125. Let's see here. Yeah, they do 35 to Marines, but they only do 20 to Marauders. So even more. Yeah, they can take like 6 hits. So I just have one Marauder out in front, hoping that he'll just A-move right into that Marauder. Yeah, Banelings hitting a pile of Marines is like devastating to me, and even a pile of Marauders is pretty devastating. Like even though it doesn't do much damage, just hitting a bunch of them once. So what you really want is you want to have separated Marauders out front, so the splash damage only hits that one unit, and then that makes the Banelings basically like garbage. They do so little damage for the cost you put into them. Like usual, I'm pooling too much money, so I am getting more barracks up. And I'll stop it here. I did a scan of his base, and now I came noticed something else I've never seen before. Nydus network. This would also be devastating to me. If he like brings and starts flooding his units in the back of my base, once again I don't have the protection of my planetary fortress, and my small number of troops won't be able to deal. So as soon as I saw that, the one thing I'm thinking about right now is being behind these, you know, behind this shroud here of gas that he'd be coming in here. So I send over an SCV to build a supply depot in here to spot it, and just in case it's already going up, I start sending my units that way, because I have a feeling I was going to go on the other side of that gas and see a worm coming in. So luckily he hadn't planted yet, and I sent my units back to the front. And here we go, he's planted the Nydus worm. Now when this worm completes, he'll build that big screen that you can hear no matter what. But while it's building, you don't get a warning, you gotta be able to notice it. And I've just noticed it now. Almost complete. There's that screen. But I got there mostly in time, only 2 Zerglings got in. That's almost better, because I got like 2 free kills on top of the Nydus. And on a side note, that is like awesome. I love that Nydus worm. Great addition to the game. So I'm feeling pretty confident with my fronts against the Banelings. Unfortunately, I didn't get armor upgrade to buildings, which would have been a little bit helpful. Because he is not going to do the Baneling butt. He's going to just ram it all right into my planetary fortress. And with all the units behind before I can even start repairing, it is gone. I attacked with a few SCVs. I got my units stuck on the ramp pretty badly. Got a mule in the middle of that. Zerglings are doing quite a number on my Marauders here. And at this point I'm just about ready to GG. It looks like I only have 2 Marauders left. However, I didn't realize I didn't queue a lot of my barracks to my front line. So I actually have a bunch of units in the back. So for being on the verge of quitting the game, it looks like I'm actually going to be able to hold it. Hold it off, and I start setting up my command center.